today. Out in the shop doing a little knick-knack maintenance things on a couple of the cars and clean up and such. We got kind of stuff everywhere. And get that off the phone there. So hopefully everybody has a chance to join in here. I got to make an announcement on the videos that I've kicking myself in the butt. I should have done on the last Lincoln one, and I didn't. But so hopefully a few of you get in here. It's cold out here. It was 50 some degrees. And hey, Mustang guy, how you doing? There's Pam and Dennis. Pam and Dennis, you're still in blue, so I think you guys are still moderators. Let me know. Hey, Patrick. TC, how you doing? You're watching the Lincoln video and this popped up. You dang right. Good boy. Watch that Lincoln video. Ramon, what's up, buddy? All right, Mustang guy, how you doing? Good morning, Ish. Yeah, I suppose it is an Ish. Gosh, it is almost noon, isn't it? Well, at least in my time zone it is. We're gonna let a few more guys get in here, a few more folks. Ryan says hi. How you doing? All right, we got waiting for Power Toys. Joseph, how you doing? Donald, how you doing? Hey, Kenneth. Greetings from Honolulu. Man, I bet you the weather's warmer there. Cowboy, how you doing? Jim is live with a Jim. It must be a Sunday. I tell you what, stuff is flying by here, guys. Woo! Howdy from Wisconsin. Biggest fan, Nick. How you doing, Nick? I like the fact you jumped in and joined us. Ryan is gifting another membership. That awesome, Ryan. Awesome. Is it cold there? Yes, it is cold. Yesterday it was like almost 50 degrees, high 40s. Today it's like 15 with winds. How's it going? Austin in Michigan, how you doing? Cowboy just got a membership from Ryan. So Cowboy, now you'll be able to jump in on the members only lives when we have them. Yes, I am having a good day, Jeff. Thank you very much for asking. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Adam. How's it going? How's it going with you too? All right. So, if some of you were in on the last public live I did, you'll notice that what is the weight of the oil on the shelf behind you? It's actually antifreeze up there. Oil is in one of my sticker cabinets. If you're on the last public live we did, we had to deal with a lot of people jumping in and trolls. People jumping in and just being rude and saying inappropriate things. So, yes, thanks, Mustang Guy. Everybody hit the like button. So what we're going to do is we're going to have moderators. So I have two moderators now that have joined us, Pam and Dennis, and then Power Toys are both moderators. So hopefully we can keep some of that stuff filtered out because we're here to talk cars and just fun stuff and things like that. And we just don't need that stuff. We just don't need that stuff in here. So have I thought about doing a duster? If you know where there's one that I can get reasonably and revive, Randall, I would be absolutely interested in doing it. We need mods. Yes, we have two of them in here right now, Cowboy. We're going to see how that goes. Not too bad. Weather has held me up for my 79 Thunderbird project. You know what? The weather will break sooner or later. Okay. Cruise Control Jim. Yeah, that's right, Peyton. How you doing? Redneck Rebuilds. How you doing, bud? How's it going? Like the waves. Like the waves. We are people so obsessed. Why are people so obsessed with LS conversions? The thing is they're the small block the Chevy of today. I mean, they're common. They're everywhere. There's lots of aftermarket parts. That's why, honestly. Northwest Iowa here. Cold here too. What part of Northwest Iowa? Are you anywhere near Sheldon, Iowa, Kevin? Because that's where Pamela's from, my wife. William Wright, home training may be forgot. Oh, yes. Yeah, it is a forgotten art. My second car was a 74 Duster with a supersonic slant 6. I tell you what, you can't kill those slant 6. They call them leaning tower of power. They're almost like the 300 Ford straight 6s. They are just incredibly durable, incredibly durable. Because since they can't build a real engine, they cheap out with an LS. You know, here's the thing. Sometimes you get, I mean, I'm a Ford guy. But it costs a bunch more to rebuild a Ford sometimes than it does a small block Chevy because it just comes down to parts availability. There's more people making things for small block Chevys and LS motors than make them for, say, a Ford 460 or even a 302. So it is what it is. And I don't care. It is what it is. Am I doing anything with Pole Barn Garage anytime soon? We are talking. I talked to Dalton. I was talking to him yesterday. We're looking for something to come up. Yes. We'll see. More than likely once it gets warmer out, but we may go south. Who knows? Yes, Andy, the Lincoln is pretty clean. Pretty clean. How you doing, Will the Thrill? Nice to see you as well. Holstein. Oh, okay. So Holstein's pretty close to Sheldon, Kevin. Yes, yes. Being 22, I can't imagine having an automotive issue without internet forums. Oh, God, you make me laugh and make me feel old. Here's the thing. Oh, yeah, you like the hat there, Gunther? There you go. Pick it up at theinevitablejim.com. We have shirts and stickers as well. We have the hats in blue, too, with a blue front. They're pretty cool. And this is actually embroidered. This isn't a sticker. It's Marcus is and his team. They do a great job. Great job. You mentioned power toys. At your age, you couldn't imagine doing things without the internet. And that's the way it was. When I started doing these revivals and such, that's all the rage now. The internet didn't even exist. Didn't even exist. You think that American automotive build quality is going to get better or worse in the future? Well, it all depends on what you call better or worse. Long Islanders preparing for a snowstorm. Well, hunker down. You'll be fine. Now, I may miss a few of your messages, guys, because they are scrolling by pretty quick, but I will do my best to try to acknowledge everybody. Got a 77F 350 Super Camper with a 350 FE. Yes, FE means freaking expensive. Yes. Will the Thrill. Long Island. It's Long Island. Forget about it. Duraspark, your thoughts. I love them. I like Durasparks. As long as they're maintained well, there's nothing wrong with them. Okay, politics stuff, guys. Let's keep the politics out here. I'm not interested in that. It's a car channel. No disrespect. It's just let's keep it on car stuff and fun stuff. The revival craze. I'm 40 and have been reviving things since I was 12. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. TC, we've been doing this stuff long before. That's why Dalton says you've been doing this stuff anyway. You might as well film it, and that's why I started the channel. Appreciate the breakdown on doing brakes. Never fun, but good to know where to look when in need. Absolutely. And guys, if you're ever getting a pick on one, just send me an email or something. I'll try to help you out. For those on the live feed, you should really join the channel. Jim does a lot of stuff for his members. Thank you very much, Gunther. I do appreciate that. Even though it's a new channel, I do try to do stuff for you guys and keep you guys in my mind and in my thoughts. So I'm trying to get a drag racing thing going like duct tape drags, but want to call it rust bucket drags. What do you think? Well, I think it'd be good, but you want to make sure you don't compete schedule-wise with duct tape. You won't get anybody. If you go to Google Maps, Street View at Good Samaritan, you'll see my Mustang. Okay. Have you ever wanted to Ford small block 302 swap a first-generation Mazda Miata? Oh, do a monster Miata? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. They make kits to bolt them right in. My brake video was the best you've ever seen. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And there's actually a tool I didn't get to show you guys. So this one here, it looks kind of goofy, but what it is this piece here. Hopefully I can get this to show you guys. There you go. When you screw this, you'll see how this closes that gap right here. And it shuts that. And what this is for that screw, that spring that goes across the bottom. You can hook this on there. You tighten this down, and then you've got this handle here to pull it sideways and hook it sometimes. Sometimes you need this. In fact, I didn't on the Cougar because they were loose enough, but on the Lincoln, I had to use this. I forgot to mention it in the Cougar video. Maybe the next time I have to get it out, I'll put it on the video. Two Babe Jenkins, how you doing? Do I like Chrysler Imperials? Sure. I like all cars. I just don't like stuff that's been modified too much. I like original. Will the Thrill? All right, if you're gonna do a Monster Miata, let me know when you're doing it. I want to be in on that one for sure. Favorite all-time car or truck? Are we talking like old stuff or something like newer, modern dream car? Are you going to watch the Chiefs game today, brother? I probably won't get a chance to today because I have to leave. I have to head out of town. Been at Crown Vic. Any suggestions on what we should do to the car? You and your buddy are rebuilding a Crown Vic. It depends on what you're building it for. I like Kevin's buddies. He does it in almost every video. Well, and everybody does. Here's the thing. Everybody does brake rotor. It's everybody has their own way. Okay, Randall. Old stuff or all-time car truck? All-time favorite. I would love a 2017 Dodge Viper Aero. Well, I'd want the ACR with the Aero package and all jet black. It is totally sinister looking. As far as an old car, a 74, 5, 6, 7, or 8 Ford Country Squire station wagon in dark blue, emerald green, or maroon. Yes, Sonny, thank you very much. And we haven't even done the detail yet. There's a third episode of the Lincoln coming. And that, okay, I came on, I came, thank you, Pam and Dennis. I see you, yeah, you screened something. Thank you very much. Here's the thing. I wanted the reason why I wanted to do the live really quick, guys, is to let you know I'm kicking myself in the butt, and I absolutely should have done it at the end of the last Lincoln video to let you know that the next Lincoln video is going to be 2 weeks out. Okay, I leave tomorrow morning out of town on business, and I'll be gone through Wednesday. So obviously, there's 4 days I won't get to do the filming, and I do a lot of filming on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and so I just wanted you guys to know that it's going to be 2 weeks out. I do have a brand new product that I'm going to put together today, film that, so there may be a product review video, just a little some, but that's the deal there. Awesome. Gunther Von B gifted 5 memberships. You are awesome, Gunther. Thank you very, very much. That is absolutely appreciated. So, GLPE, Chad Wright, Sean 7, Heather 7, and David, you guys are now members courtesy of Gunther Von B. Thank you very much, sir. Love your choice. Country Squires are awesome. Absolutely. I'm going to get me a nice one. Actually, I would go here, guys. I will go anywhere in the country and do a revival on a 74, 6, 7, 8 Ford LTD Country Squire station wagon. It's got to be a Country Squire. It's got to be original, and it's got to be an honest to God revival, something that's been sitting around for a while, and it has to be fairly solid. If I do a revival for one I want to keep for my collection, which is what that would be, I want something solid enough to do something with. I mean, if the paint and stuff needs attention, okay, don't like that as much, but I am really and have been for years looking for that Country Squire station wagon forgotten in a garage or barn, just like the Grand Safari station wagon. If I could find that in an LTD Country Squire, that's my dream car. So if you guys ever come across one, let me know. I tell you what, I would be there. Gunther is the man. Did you sell any of the cars from the videos? No, Randall, none of them have sold yet. And that's, I totally expected that because you mentioned something in a video, you get 50 people that, yeah, I want that, but they aren't in a position to actually buy. 90% sure that they'll probably wait till spring when it warms up here. I'll put them on Marketplace here in the Midwest and they'll be gone. They'll probably be gone. So, sounds like a trip to the Southwest is in order, no rust. I agree with you, Adam. The problem is down there, then the sun absolutely bakes the interiors. If you can find one that's been kept in a garage most of its life, that would be the perfect one. Just like I have a 63 Galaxy 500 with 25,000 original miles. That is absolutely the absolute most original, unmolested survivor car I've ever found in 40 years. and it still has like it was out in western Colorado where it's desert like, but it was always in a garage, so the interior is cherry as well. So absolutely. How about the Mercury version of the Country Squire? Yes, if you find even better, if you find the Mercury Grand Marquis version in a Country Squire, they're just even more rare. But dang straight, I would take that one. Good morning, Holland Grass. How you doing? Yeah, that's right, Sonny. Good point. All the rubber parts as well. Although those are serviceable, it's just if they're kept inside, if they're down in the southwest or out west, and they've been out of the ultraviolet sun rays, sure. Parts of South Dakota are honey holes for no rust at all. Yes, they are. There's weird areas in the Rust Belt that aren't really don't have a lot of rust, and a lot of it comes down to what they put on the roads in the winter. Hey Pete, how you doing? Jim want Redneck Rebuilds. He wants a '78 Plymouth Fury wagon. So if anybody knows where a '78 Plymouth Fury wagon is, let Redneck Rebuilds know. Yes, Grant, the Mercury Colony Park Station. Correct. You are correct. Absolutely, Mustang. Guys, if you guys come across a listing for that car, now I don't want something that somebody's already revived. I want to revive it. I don't want anything that's modified. I don't want anything that is too rough or too far gone. And you guys saw the Pontiac Grand Safari wagon or the Lincoln. That's what I want. Those type. They've been in a building and forgotten. That's what I'm looking for. Ocean cars rust from the inside out. It's crazy. Yes, they do. Hallgrass getting ready to work on your 53 Belvedere. If you can get the snow to melt, you can do it. It'll be good. Will the Thrilly's on Marketplace right now looking for a Country Squire. You go, boy. Now, don't say Kentucky's bad for rust. Here's the thing. It all depends on how they've been kept. I mean, look at this Lincoln. It's been in Iowa its whole life. And other than the one rust hole that big on the bottom of the left front fender, it's a solid old car. It's just all how they were kept. Thank you, William. I do appreciate it. I appreciate that more than you know, William. I mean, I'm old enough that I let a lot of stuff slide off my back, roll, just like a water off a duck's back. But you got to understand, every once in a while you get somebody just really makes a lot of a very negative comment on your video. You take it to heart a little bit, but I try to understand that everybody's entitled to their perspective. I had somebody on the Lincoln video. If you go down through the comments, it was somebody that said, like I gotta just be myself. Quit trying to be a cheesy game show host and be funny like Dalton and all this. It's like I'm not Dalton. I'm me. And what you see in the videos, that's me. That's how I am. He said you must be nervous. That's not the case. I'm a very accomplished public speaker. So, I mean, I've spoken for corporate events for Napa, Advanced Auto Parts. I've even spoken and presented at SEMA. So I'm not nervous by any means. But anyway, he made the comments. I was like, really? Come on, Jim needs a Marauder. Yeah, I'll take a Marauder, but even those are getting very expensive. Thanks, Loud and Proud. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. UBU, Grant says, that's the only way I'm going to be. I'm tired. I'm too old to try to impress anybody. I'm going to be, and if you don't like it, I'm okay with that because I'm not everybody's flavor. I get that. Redneck Rebuilds, keep an eye on your email. I might find your Country Squire. Dude, if you find it and I can get it at a reasonable price, I mean, if it all works out, absolutely, I'm down. Negativity isn't good. That's right, Sonny. I mean, life's too short. I ain't got time for negative people. If you want rust bombs, try New Jersey. Thanks, Pam and Dennis. I appreciate that. You be you just like you are, and I will. And that's just it. And I'm going to be really honest with you. Since I've started really doing this in the first part of November, I've had maybe like 5 comments that were like, really? Out of the hundreds and hundreds. So I'm not too worried about it, but it's just, I'm being me. You'd love to build a sleeper Fairmont wagon? Absolutely. That would be the best one to do, honestly. ran with Park because here's the thing, they're Fox chassis, they're Fox bodies. Every 50 Fox body Mustang part fits. Go for it. Thanks, Power Toys. I appreciate that. You ever purchase former Dodge Durango police government vehicles? Yes. Not very many. There wasn't that many bought, but they're out there. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. The older you get, the less you care what people think. Absolutely, Patrick. Here's to you, buddy. Thanks, Too Cool for Con. I appreciate that. Or Clan, Con. You gotta understand, the print is very small and I'm very old. Amen, brother. Life is too short to go through life. And that's just it. You know what? I've learned with business, I've learned something. I learned something really quick when I got into business for myself. I used to think money was everything when I was younger. Yep, gotta make money. Here's the thing. Money is not your most important asset in this life. The most important asset any of us have is time. Time is our most valuable asset, and I learned that very quickly. Here's the deal. If I spend $1 today, I can make two tomorrow. Not a problem. But if I spend a minute today, it is gone forever. I cannot buy another one. I can't duplicate it. I can't get another one. And we only have so many minutes left. So I look at life as how do I invest my minutes, not my dollars. And if I'm investing my minutes into something I'm truly passionate about, I'm fine. And I don't invest my minutes in drama. I just don't get involved in it. So that's right, Sonny. If they don't like it, they don't need to watch. I like the way you think. Got a 65 Mustang Fastback. I need a 351 Windsor for. That would be a good selection to put in it. Or get you a 302 would be fine. Just get some Explorer heads for it. Time. Oh, they went by too fast again. Time would not matter if you're broke. Well, time always matters. The thing is we can all, any minute of any day, we can choose to be happy or we can choose to be upset. And I'm not saying we don't get upset. I get upset all the time. But life is 90 is, easy for me to say. We have a plaque on this in the break room at my shop. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. It's that simple. You should do some motivational videos. I actually do motivational speaking too. Sorry, I haven't talked about that much. Crow, how you doing? Nice to see you. Marlboro Mount. What kind of tunes are you listening to in the shop? Well, that's the thing is I listen to a lot of stuff, but honestly, you never hear it on the videos because of copyright rules, you know. So in a couple of the videos, you've heard some Nickelback. I had to buy the rights to that to put it in the video. So, but I like 80s music. 80s hair bands, 80s pop, anything 80s, early 90s. If you saw the playlist on my iPad, it is pretty wide and varied. Everything from, oh my gosh, Culture Club to Guns N' Roses to Def Leppard to Britney Spears to Taylor Swift. There's all kinds of stuff I like. Gosh, yeah, I mean, I like lots of music. Nice job on the Lincoln. Thank you very much. The Lincoln will be available after the video series and nobody looking for a nice one. Time around loved ones makes someone rich. Absolutely, Matthias. That's absolutely the thing. Mustang guy. I'm broke most of the time, but well, the bills are paid, so he's good. That's all you can hope for. Allison Chains is your favorite. Yeah, they got some good stuff. Wasp. Oh my God, I forgot about Wasp. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie, but if you've ever been to one of her concerts, I'm going to tell you it is an impressive production. I out of pure just I saw her in Atlanta about oh gosh 5 years ago, and I was there speaking for doing a speaking engagement in Atlanta. And after I was done that day, it was a 2 day deal. I was after day one, I was at the hotel, and you could see at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where the Falcons play, you could see lights and everything going off. And I said to the bartender, I said at the hotel, I said, "What's going on over there?" I said, "Well, it's a Taylor Swift concert." I said, "Oh, wow, didn't know." And he said, "Well, it's a 2 night engagement. She's here tomorrow night too." Really? So I talked to a couple of people I was there with that were speaking with me, and we decided to go the next night, and we had a great time. It was a wonderful show. How much are you going to ask for the Lincoln when you're finished? I'm not sure, Mike. It'll probably be somewhere around the 6,000 ish mark. Because I got to get what I got in them back out plus a little bit for myself. Did you sell the Pontiac wagon? No, the Grand Safari wagon is still here. Judas Priest, yes. Discovered metal bluegrass years ago. If you like metal, I'll have to do. Well, I tell you what, Gunther, I saw a bluegrass version of Thunderstruck. That was hilariously funny and entertaining. Can't knock Taylor Swift for doing so well with her life, and that's just it. The thing is when you get successful in anything, you get a big target on your back from jealous people. Do you have any truck content in the works? Yes, the '63 Dodge D100 is coming up. Tyler Childers is awesome. Can't say I've heard of that entertainer. I'll have to check into it. I appreciate how clean you keep your shop. It's kind of cluttered right now, honestly. I got kind of tools everywhere. One of the things I'm going to do today is pick up. Does the Lincoln have an 8-track player? No, it does not. Love the wide range of music. Life is too short to, yeah. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s music is all good to me. Here's the thing that's killed me about the 50s music, and it's unfortunate, is I went to a lot of car, well, I go to a lot of car shows. You went to car shows. If I hear She's Real Fine, My 409 one more time, oh my God. It's like all these DJs at these car shows, all they know is 50s music. There's people in the crowd that like 80s and 90s too, or even country, but all they want to do is play the 50s stuff and the Beach Boys, and nothing against that music, but I've heard so much of it. I'm over it. It's just that simple. Fun fact: John Wayne had a custom '70s Grand Safari wagon. Pretty cool. Did not know that. You probably saw the Steven Seagal version of Thunderstruck. I actually sing Thunderstruck. I actually get up on stage. We have a local cover band. It's pretty popular, and I actually get on stage and sing Thunderstrucks. Believe it or not. Fats Domino. Oh God, let's go surfing now. Now you're bringing back car show flashbacks on this crotch. Come on now. Hey Truett, how you doing? Okay, messages are flying by again real quick. Dwight Yoakam, not bad. I like that. Right, with the '50s music that shows. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the music, but they need to play more variety at car shows. They just really do. I'm into my mid to late '60s, so that's what I grew up with. I get it, Kevin, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that music. I'm just saying at car shows that it seems like a lot of the people that play music at car shows, they don't play anything newer than the '60s, and it's like, come on, you got to get some newer music in there. What don't you do, Jim? I don't know. I don't do underwater basket weaving. Jim even does windows. Actually, no, Pamela does the windows. She's very good at it. Hey, Ken, how you doing? My first car was a '77 Buick Regal. Still miss it. And go find another one. They're out there. They're out there. Go get it. Motivational speaker, business owner, emerging YouTube influencer, and now a rock star. No, I just sing a few. There's just a couple songs I sing with them. I'm not much of a singer. I can just I'm not good. It's unfortunately, fortunately, I can just do a good. I can do a good growl, and I can do some ACDC. That's all. I can't sing anything else. That's because people that can afford the classics are very old. Yeah, but have you noticed Power Twice? It's not just the classics at car shows. There's newer stuff there too. Tell me you sing, what was it? Tell me you sing karaoke. Do we just become best friends? Yeah, I do some karaoke, as long as it's like ACDC and stuff. What's the red line of the Lincoln's 460? I have no idea. I mean, a 460 big block it isn't a screaming engine. But I will tell you, I got all over it yesterday when I took it out. Pardon me, I got a little drip. I had to go to O'Reilly's yesterday, I took the Lincoln and I got all up on it, and that thing pulls like a freight train. I'll tell you that. It's got all kinds of torque. Yes, Mustang. Cash only sales in the four police cars. I don't mix much of that information with my YouTube because it's business and pleasure. If you're seriously, seriously interested, just get a hold of me, theinevitablejim@gmail.com, and we can talk about that. Thanks, Ken. I do appreciate that you like the Lincoln. Hey, Rudy, what's up, bud? Nice to see you. Haven't done that one, Harlan's Garage. Haven't done that one. When you and Dalton gonna make a video again? Probably when the weather warms up. But we haven't. I was on the phone with Dalton yesterday. We were chatting about some things, but we were gonna do something in a couple weeks from now. But that involved his Suburban that just yacked the engine, so that's not going to be happening. But we'll do something. Hello from Ireland, Knight. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you. Do you still have the D100? Do you have any plans for it? True, yeah, absolutely. Yes, I do. Duke is about 25 feet right over there. I still have the Dodge D100, and I've done some work since I've brought it home, and its name is Duke. Pam named him. Pam one named him Duke, and we do have some updated content coming up. So after the last video of the Lincoln will be the update video on Duke plus some be doing on him. So that'll be coming up. Lincoln will pass anything but a gas station. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Kyle. We gotta wait for the weather warm up mostly. Is Sandy around? Make some noise, all you dog people sitting next to one of our great Pyrenees right now. Sandy's actually not here. So I have a unique situation with Sandy. So not to get too personal, but both Pamela and I, this is our second marriage. We were both married for 30 years. Not going to get into details, but both of us got divorced about 5 years ago. And my ex-wife and we're still very, very cordial and amicable. But we actually share custody of Sandy. So Sandy goes to my ex's on the weekends, and I have Sandy during the week because Sandy goes to work with me every day. She's actually the official greeter at my shop. But it's kind of nice. So when I'm out of town, like this next week coming up, I have to be out of town for a few days for work. She stays at her mom's house, and then I get her the rest of the time. How old is Sandy? Sandy is coming up on 12 years old. Yeah, Sonny, that Suburban, it just yacked on him. So we were going to do a video using the Suburban and go down and pick up a car he got south of Joplin or something. And we were going to do a video in a couple weeks using the Suburban, and then obviously that's out now because it yacked. Barn finds are still out there, just not the barn finds of years ago. It all depends. They are and aren't. It's how you got to find them. I mean, well, like the Lincoln, I found that just because I bought the Cougar, which those of you that have seen or not seen, the Cougar's back on the lift right here. It actually blew one of the brake lines, not anywhere near where I worked on it, but where the coil goes around it. So I've got it up on the lift. I got to put a brake line in it today. No, I've never met Matt Foley, and I don't do the motivational speaker circuit. I've just done some motivational speaking, and some I do a lot of talks on culture within small business and such. You're gonna have to do a karaoke live. That ain't happening, Ed. Maybe we'll get together and do karaoke like at Duct Tape Drags or something. An old two-door Granada? Find me one. I'll do it. Actually, believe it or not, bonus if it's a straight six, because you couldn't kill those. What is your ideal vehicle for long road trip? Well, right now I'd say my '07 Expedition just because it's comfortable. But otherwise, big old Lincoln. I have a '78 Lincoln Town Car, a blue one in my collection. I love that for road trips. Would you go to the Iowa Car Show with Dalton in July? Absolutely, we would. We were supposed to go this last July. So I'll, uh, I'll clue you in on a little story. So the video Dalton just they took the AMC Rebel down to Vegas and auctioned it off. I actually bought that car, the Rebel, and Dalton was supposed to come up, and we were going to do some work on it here in my shop, and then drive it to Iola, sell it, get something else, and drive back. But that's right when Dalton got really sick with the, when he got that virus that they never found out what it was. When he was working on that Scout, and he got very, very ill, and so we canceled that trip. So I was still sitting on the Rebel. Well, then we worked out a deal last year. I traded the Rebel even up for the Merchero, and then I brought the Merchero here, did the work I did to it, and then I drove it to Duct Tape Drags, sold it, and came home. But the AMC Rebel, actually, I bought that up here, and then I traded it to Dalton for the Machero. Kyle, what was my first car? 1974 Mercury Comet with a factory 302 V8 and air conditioning. I still own that car today. I've owned it for 39 years. How did I meet Dalton? Sent him an email asking about what Camry he uses. Long story short, we started chatting. One thing led to another, and we ended up meeting, and we hit it off, and we've been friends since. Are you going to keep the Lincoln? No, the Lincoln will be for sale, Ken, as soon as the video series is over. I have already in my collection a 1978 Lincoln Town Car, which is the same car, next trim level up, actually, and it has 33,000 original miles, and so I don't need two of them. I love the car. It's a great car. It's going to make somebody an awesome car. But yeah, it will be for sale. Yeah, I hear you, ran with Park. It sucks that he got six because Dalton and I were very much looking forward to the Iowa trip. We had an Airbnb booked, everything. I mean, it was all booked. We were going to do it, and then it just didn't work out. Right up to about 3 days before we were going to try to make it work, and we had to pull the plug because he just wasn't up for it. And then health is more important than anything else. So always worry about you guys cleaning out with Mouse House. You just gotta be careful. If there's a lot of stuff like that, I have a respirator I put on. Uh, Afternoon, Jim. Looks like I'm late to the party. That's all right, Wyatt. You're always welcome to the party, even if it's late. Who's your favorite automotive YouTuber? Well, it all depends on what you know. Everybody has their own style and flavor. Okay. When it comes to an automotive YouTuber, are you looking to learn something specific? Are you looking to be entertained? Are you wanting do you like particular content and certain things? Because like, I like a dry sense of humor. So I love Dan from DD Speed Shop and Danny. Pam loves Danny. I mean, she's a riot, you know. I of course Dalton and Jess are good friends of mine. I like them. I like Budget Builds. I've never met him. Budget Builds is a neat channel, father son. And then there's a guy has a channel called This and That Garage down in Tennessee. His name is Chad. Never met him. I'd love to meet him. He seems like a great guy. He has a small channel, not small, but he has a channel, and he that guy can fabricate just about anything. He's a pretty cool dude, and he has some good values. Of course, everybody likes Derek's cool. I met Derek at Duct Tape Drags, nice guy. But yeah, I mean, it all depends on what you're after. Chris with no nonsense, know how. All these guys, all the YouTubers, they have their own style, their own thing, and it's really kind of what you're after. If you're into the Tri Five Chevy thing, Dan from DD Speed Shop's your man. Okay, if you want to be entertained and see some cool content and laugh a bit, Dalton's your guy. You know, if you really want to know the nitty gritty and how to really repurpose a lot of things and you can track somebody that really is as a ball of energy, Chris from No Nonsense Know How. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. Hello, sir. I'm from India and a Taekwondo black belt. Okay, cool, excellent. Takes good discipline to do that. Have you ever been up to northeast South Dakota? Yes, I've been in that area. HH is a pretty good father-daughter deal. Not sure what HH is. I enjoy almost all the car YouTubers that I come across. Very few that I don't like. I'm with you, Kevin. I like a lot of them. The thing and this is just me. If someone has a real dry personality, I can't do that. I can't watch that. Somebody has a monotone voice. It's just been a pet peeve of mine my whole life. I can't do monotone. Yeah, you're right, Patrick. They all have their own flavor, and that's what makes them different from each other. That's why, like, if you go on the last Lincoln video, somebody was started lighting me up about quit trying to. You need to be more natural and be you. Quit trying to talk like a game show host. You seem nervous. You need to do it more like Dalton because he's just himself. You know what? Dalton and I are two different human beings, and we all have our own flavor. So I'm just me. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be me. What you see on my videos is me. That's who I am. And I'm not gonna be. I'm too old to try to be anybody else or try to impress anybody else. What do you think about Eric the Car Guy or the Car Wizard? I have not seen either one of those. Maybe I need to check them out. I've never seen either one of those. Sending you an email about a car I found. All right, Mustang guy. I will check that out as soon as I'm off the live here. Jim, is this how you make a living? Absolutely not. No. This is my hobby. This is my fun. I've been doing automotive revivals and finding old cars, reviving them and selling them to make a little bit of money to get to the next one, to get to the next one. What you're seeing in my garage here and what you're seeing as far as what I do for this hobby, this is a 40-year culmination of doing revivals. And this is how I've been doing it all along. One of my businesses I do have, Harlan, is I do buy and sell retired police cars and government vehicles. That is one business I do. But my life is automotive service and repair, the whole automotive industry. Hey, Chad, how you doing? Hey, Bass, how you doing, bud? Nice to see you again. Bass Clef, there's one of our members. Thanks, Putzer. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm trying to catch up on the messages here. Is the Lincoln for sale? Yes, Alec, the Lincoln will be for sale after the completion of the videos. I already have a 78 Lincoln Town Car. I do not. I do not need two of them. Do not need two of them. Sorry, I'm trying to read all the messages. Hey, how you doing? Glad I could catch you live. Glad you're here too. I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it. Alec and Sarah, if you're genuinely interested in the Lincoln, email me at theinevitablejim@gmail.com and we can chat. Patrick, that's why I like watching your channel, your original. Well, I'm just me. I'm not trying to be anything but myself. And that's just the way it is. Getting away from Putin's Fad Shop, I can't take his dancing and trying to be funny. Putin's, I've seen a little bit of his content. I honestly just never, I haven't taken the time to watch a lot of it. Just because there's only so much time in a day. I'm a pretty busy person. But no, I know he's got a lot of fans, and I know he works on some cool stuff. If you do make it to Iola, swing through the campground. Me and my buddies will have a cool beverage with your name on it. I tell you what, I'll take you up on that. I'm not a huge drinker, but yeah, I'll take a cool drink. Absolutely. What would you trade for a 95 GMC K1500? Not quite sure what you're asking. I don't need one. So, yeah, I saw that. I saw your email. Don't worry about it, dude. I saw it was like four times. Um, I don't know how you say it. Aloysius Grant. I'll just call you Grant. How's that? Grant, I saw it. Don't sweat it. It's not a problem. Computer stuff glitches all the time. I did see that. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. It was lengthy. I saw that it was pretty late last night, but I do intend to go through that. I think the Turbo Gym parts of your video has huge potential. Okay, I like that. Okay, I'm back. Will the Thrill's back. Are you planning on getting a car for duct tape drags? I already have a car for duct tape drags. I have several. I know. If I still have the Pontiac Grand Safari wagon, I'll probably take it. If it's gone, that's fine. I have another wagon that's upcoming. It could be that. It might be my Lincoln Town car. I don't know. We'll see. I have plenty to choose from. But yes, I am absolutely 100% going to duct tape drags this year. Could you get Pam to voice Sandy in a mocking tone while you work on stuff? Not quite sure what you mean by that. Ever find another excursion? I'm not looking for an excursion. I'm looking for an expedition. I'm specifically looking for an '07 through 2014 Ford Expedition. It must be the V8, 5.4 V8, and 2014 was the last year for that. And I'm looking for something under 100,000 miles from a 1,000% rust-free climate. If you know where one's at, I'm interested. My current Expedition, which is like my fifth one, it's an '07 and it has it's almost 270,000 miles on it. It's getting to be time to start thinking about finding another one. Okay. Tried watching Mortsky repair, but don't have the time to watch 2.5 hour videos. I get it. The Turbo Gym parts remind me of the sound of the old radio station talker. Brings nostalgic feel. Okay. All right, Power Toys. I tell you what, thank you very much for helping. Pam and Dennis are going to keep moderating. I've only got a little bit of time left because I got to get back to work too. But what's your favorite meal while tinkering on cars? Whatever Pam brings me down that's warm, Randall. Hey, JJ, how you doing? I agree, Cowboy. Sandy is awesome. She's the best dog I've ever been around. Welcome to the membership and Inevitable Insights, William. Very much appreciate you joining. We do a lot of member-only content, so be watching for that. I do send, so watch the community post, the chat thing on Facebook. I announce a lot of membership stuff there, and polls and things like that. Brandon Park. Of all the cars you've had, which one do you regret letting go? Honestly, not really any of them. I mean, if anything, there's one particular Pontiac Fiero GT I had, I wouldn't mind having back, but otherwise, no. I kept the ones I really wanted to have. The thing is, Dalton would smoke. You're pretty good with a 67 Catalina 428. You may need something faster. Well, when I go to duct tape drags, I'm not going to race because I'm not good at it. Hey, Rogue, how you doing? How you doing? John, happy Saturday to you as well. Can't wait for the next video, Jim. Keep up the blast to watch. Appreciate that. Kyle and everybody, understand real quick, part of the reason for this live is I wanted to announce the next Lincoln video is 2 weeks away. 2 weeks. I have to leave tomorrow morning and fly down to Tulsa until Wednesday night for work. And so I won't have a chance to be here in the garage after today. And today I'm finishing up knick-knacky stuff. So I need to replace my daily. Runs great, but at 300K. Still a Ford, so not worried about. Yeah, I get it. Any old trucks coming down the line that are popular, they are, okay. I tell you what, Angel Raven, okay, there it is. Yes, I have a 63 Dodge D100. I would encourage you to go to Pool Barn Garage about 5 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. We did a whole revival on it on his channel, and it's actually my truck where we drove it back here to my shop. I've done quite a bit to it since then, and we have some swap stuff to do to it coming up. It's going to be the first full-length video after the last Lincoln one. I know you and Kevin at Junkyard Digs have met. Do you know if you might ever do a video together? You, Dalton, and Kevin are pretty much all I watch on YouTube anymore. Well, Kevin and Mook, very, very busy people. Very busy. And he's got Angus and such. Great people. Would I do a video with all three of them? Absolutely. Getting 3 schedules to mesh, that's a challenge. Okay. But I'm sure if we do, you guys will be the first to know. Thanks for your videos. Great to watch when I can't sleep at night. You're welcome, Kevin. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Not a problem, Randall. There will be a video next week. It's just going to be a product review video. That's all. I got a two-stage transmission jack now after the Grand Safari gas tank falling out fiasco. I finally got a transmission jack here for home. We're going to do a product review video on that. I'm going to film that really quick today. That'll be out next week as kind of a filler, and then the Pontiac, the final Lincoln video will be in 2 weeks. How you doing, Jonathan? Nice to have you join us. We're about getting ready to wrap up, but glad you could make it. You like Kevin and Mook, just not a Tom fan. Well, everybody has different personalities. Welcome, Dale. Nice to see you as well. Nice to see you as well. All right. Yep. Glad you could be here. Boy, something just popped up there and I missed it. I don't know if it'll pop back up. If somebody just joined as a member, thank you very much. I think that's what it was telling me. Hey, Office Help, how you doing? There's another one of our members, Office Help. Gunther Von B, also a member. I think this live feed has been very successful for members. Here's a little secret. We had a members-only live feed prior to this public live feed, so we knew this was about to happen. Yeah, the members got a sneak peek. How much is it to be a member? $2.99 a month, $2.99 if you are interested. 1,000% optional. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, the members do get some perks. How's Sandy? Sandy is doing wonderful. Trolls don't get up this early. Good game plan there. I got another thing for you, Angela. We have some moderators in the room today. I learned after the last one. What's your thoughts on a 57 Pontiac hardtop wagon? Pretty cars, hard to get parts for. Love the Lincoln. That's a jam. Thank you, Charles. We are having a lot of fun with the Lincoln. I took it for a good drive yesterday. Again, I had to run to O'Reilly's, get some parts. Took it out and drove it. We had almost 50-degree weather yesterday, and now today it's 15. That's the thing about Iowa. If you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. It will change. Mark 4 or 5. No, it's a Lincoln Continental. Chad DeLong sold. Email me, theinevitablejim@gmail.com with your contact information, and we'll talk. Everyone hit that like button. Yes, too cool to con. Yes, absolutely. Hi from Pennsylvania. How you doing, Rich? It's cold over there too, isn't it? What's the next step with the Lincoln? Okay, Jonathan, the next step with the Lincoln is it's actually right there. The Cougar's back up on the lift. I got to fix a little something, and the Lincoln's right there. Okay. The Lincoln is going to be the cosmetics. We're going to get that. There's lots of stains and such in the vinyl top. We're going to try to get those out. The sides of the car have there's lots of scratches and stuff just from all that stuff that was piled around the car. And then the trunk and the hood, the paint's pretty bad. I'm going to do the best I can there, but we're going to take that car and make it look as good as possible, and that's what's next on the Lincoln. A couple little mechanical things that need to be buttoned up. Okay, I got to try to catch up on the messages here. Paul Ryan, you don't have to be a member, but you should be. Love you, Paul. Has anyone watched Ellis Car Customs Nomad from a two-door hardtop? Have not seen that one. Station wagons are just the best. Car like ride, economy of SUV versatility. First time seeing you was on Pole Barn Garage. You definitely seem like my kind of people. Do you still have the Ranchero conversion? Oh, the Merchero? No, I drove that to Duct Tape Drags last year and sold it there and flew home. Tuesday night, it's going to be 2 degrees here. Wow, where's here, Chad? 69 Cadillac Eldorado. Do you know where one's at? I'm listening. Any rust repair? I know you don't do body work. Absolutely not. I do not do body work. I'll do a few little touch-ups and things like that. Like if there's Like on the bottom of the Grand Safari, I don't even know if I even showed it, but there was like a lot of paint chips way down low below the wood grain. We did scuff that, and then believe it or not, O'Reilly's. If your O'Reilly's is a paint supplier, O'Reilly's, not all of them sell the paint stuff, body shop stuff. But if they are, they can actually mix up spray cans of exact factory color paint, and I'll do like little touch ups here and there with that. But nothing. I don't do body work. No, no. I'll do some backyard butchery body work on some hacked up piece of turd, but nothing that I want to be nice. No. Okay, Pam and Dennis, take care, Frank. Since you're heading south, purchase some new vehicle content. No, actually, I'm going south for work. I maybe if any of you know Buff's Garage, I'm actually going to go visit Buff tomorrow night and have dinner with him. We may do a live. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Hey Terry, how you doing? Yes, Pam and I are doing well. 2 degrees in Pennsylvania. Always get a laugh thinking of you having your cruise control set at the old. Yeah, the car we did the cruise control on at the Enduro. Believe it or not, we gave that car away to some guys from, I think it was North or South Carolina. They went to Dalton. They drove that car all the way home with with no problem, not one. Yes, Maverick, the O'Reillys and Marion does that. That's where I get it. When we seeing your first car in a video, Jonathan, if you remember, you would have already seen it. It was on a members live. Um, you might see my first car like it'd be after next spring when I start getting cars back out for the year and doing yearly service on them. Uh, I know there's pros to cons to all of them, but what are your favorite hand tools? I'm just a backyard mechanic. I'll tell you right now. Hey, Chris Brown, hello. I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite hand tools, there's certain things that I've got the old snap on for that I really do like, but honestly, Harbor Freight tools are good enough in most instances. There are a handful of things where you do need the good snap on this or that that I've learned over time that you just want to have that one. But overall, I'm sorry, Harbor Freight stuff's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. All my go bags that I do revivals with out in the field, that's all Harbor Freight stuff. Harbor Freight boxes, Harbor Freight bags, Harbor Freight tools, all of it. All of it is. Charles, your mom had a 350 Windsor and her Cougar. Yep, yep, good cars. Hey, office help. Look forward to 78 Lincoln Progress. It's been a fun car. It really, really has been a fun car. Um, and yeah, I love the big old Fords and Lincolns. Yes, they did use the cruise control all the way home when they bought the car we did the Enduro in. Can't wait to see it. It's a Jonathan. It's a '74 Mercury Comet. Looks like the Mavericks. Robin egg blue. Kevin, South of Grove, Iowa, sitting in a pasture. Don't know anything else about it. Often thought about napping in it for myself. Napping it for myself. Don't have the time or money. Is that the El Dorado, Kevin, that we're talking about here? Can't find it. Give me some information, Kevin. Maybe we'll do something together. Would you ever do a tractor revival? No. Go see Kevin for that. They do the farm stuff. He just did a pretty badass revival on a combine. I love the big old cars. It's like buying a couch and getting a free car. Absolutely is. Resto mod the Lincoln? Absolutely not. I like to leave them original. I'll do some things like exhaust and things like that, fun stuff. But no, well, exhaust wheels maybe, but no. Why hack up a perfectly good '78 Lincoln that's solid and original? Now, if it was a '78 Lincoln that had a ragged out top and iffy interior and some needed bodywork and stuff, yeah, okay, but I won't do it to an original. Farming series is one of my favorite. It is cool. He's doing the hobby farming thing, and each year they go out and get an old piece of equipment and revive it and do their planting and do their harvest. I think it's a cool thing. Drop it low and slow. Nah, Jonathan, we don't want to do that. You know, here's the thing. Guys that do that to these cars, I can appreciate the workmanship. I can appreciate the quality that goes into the car. I appreciate any and all cars and any and all car types. Don't get me wrong. I just personally won't do that. It's not my thing. But I can appreciate all the effort that goes into the work it takes to get a car that way. Even the little rice rockets and stuff. It's cool. I mean, they took the time, they took the initiative and effort, and they had pride in what they did. And they didn't let anybody else tell them what they could, should, or would do with their car. And I think everybody should approach it that way. If you want to get an old Lincoln like this and slam it to the ground, go for it. It's just not what I would choose to do. Can't go wrong with wheels, tires, and brake upgrades. Yeah, if you're going to do some performance driving, but honestly, some of these big old Fords, the brakes are big enough they can stop a Mack truck, my God. They are big and stout. All right, guys, we're wrapping up on about an hour here. I got to get back to work here and get some stuff done. As I mentioned, I'm going to be out of town for three and a half days, so I got to get some stuff done before I leave. And then I got date night tonight with Pamela Anderson. That's right. I got a hot date with Pamela Anderson tonight. We're going out for a steak dinner. Thank you, Office Help. I appreciate that. Gunther Von B, there are air shocks on our 74 Chrysler Imperial. Absolutely. There you go. You don't need bags. Just let the air out of the air shocks. Oh, man. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for everything. Pam and Dennis, we're going to definitely do this again for having you as moderators. You did an amazing job. Thank you very, very, very much. Let's see if there's any. If you got a last minute question, hit it. We got about 2 minutes. I'm going to bail here. Enjoy that steak. You darn right I'm going to, Paul. I love me a good steak. Actually, I think I'm going to get steak tomorrow night, too. I think I'll make buff by steak for dinner. What's the latest on a possible gremlin? Angela Raven, find me one. That's what's possible. Thank you very much, Charles. I appreciate it. Thanks, Mustang. I will be. All right, Harlan's Garage. Later, everybody. Have yourself a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys sometime next week. Have a good one.